race 1 result, Reeves, Kershaw, Stevens and Christie. And those top 10 reversed. So watch the lights at the top of your screen and look at the Birchells on the red bike, well, on the white bike next to Andy Peach on the red bike. Will they get that one off the line? Look at Tim Reeves, Kevin Russo already charging, but Kevin Cable and Carl Masters looking good as they go into Ridges for the first time ahead of Phil Bell. James, this reverse grid rule is bound to throw in some excitement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And remember, the track's about half the width for these things. So making a pass, you've got to be more definite, you've got to be more kind of precise, really, as well.
John Holden, Jake Lowther, number 3, making a fist of it there. I saw Rob Biggs, already Phil Bell and Jimmy Connell up in front of Kevin Cable. And Tim Reeves and Kevin Russo already looking as though they've slotted up into 4th place. They are indeed 4th place alongside Sam and Adam Christie. Tim Reeves looking at a long way round. Look at that.
And that is a long way round.
the sidecar wheel pawing the air there, but he was trying to get the power down, wasn't he?
He was. Yeah, familiar Bell colours at the front there. They've run those on solos and sidecars for years and years.
The purple outfit, not this one. This is the blue machinery outfit of Matt McLaurin and A.D. Hope at the back there, but the purple outfit ahead of them, Tommy Phil and Tom Bryant, are non-finishers yesterday, so they've got a bit of work to do. They're Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson, who set a new lap record yesterday. They went through with a brand new lap record, and that is 158.301, so they can get round here at the right speed. Tim Reeves still bogged down in 4th though.
Yeah, Tim Reeves came through. Beautiful looking outfit is that. And I mean, all you need from an outfit or a solo in terms of colour scheme is something that looks striking going past you 150 miles an hour. Actually up close, that is a lovely paint job, is that. And
it's a different chassis. It's an Adolf Rudy Schmidt RS1 chassis as opposed to an LCR.
Yeah, most on the grid LCRs. They're imported and tweaked by the Birchall boys. The Birchalls have a slightly different chassis. They've got a TT engine which is more power, but the chassis is more basic. It's not a hub centre steering where the front wheel stays in contact all of its width on the when they steer it. It actually has a headstock like a solo, and that just doesn't give as much grip into the corners.
Now just look, James, at the battle between Tim Reeves, right behind him now, Todd Ellis. Tim Reeves knows that he's got to get past because Todd Ellis now showing his front end to Tim Reeves. Tim Reeves are bogged down there by Sam and Adam Christie. There was no way past there. John Holden, Jake Lowther ahead of the Christies. So this is the battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th, and it's very much alive. Now, number 6, Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson have to keep it on 3 wheels this time.
Yep. That's the Christies past the Holdens, or John Holden.
And Jake Lowther, and look over the shoulder from Jake Lowther. Tim Reeves knows that he's got Todd Ellis right behind him now, and there was a passing move yesterday. Tim, though, very, very charitable last night after the race, said that the lad came past me cleanly. It was a good move.
Yeah, and to be honest, these sidecar boys, for the most part, all good mates. They all work together, they all sit in the same paddock together, and a lot of them socialise together. And you don't see that many bad moves that are intentional, at least, anyway.
Championship leaders, Steve Kershaw and Ryan Charwood, number 29, alongside the Birchalls there. Now, Tim Reeves, Kevin Russo have gone past. They are now up behind Sam and Adam Christie. In fact, yes, and John Holden going backwards here now. So Christie's new race leaders, there we have it, and the Berlin Express, the Bonovo Action Yamaha of Tim Reeves with Todd Ellis right with him. Todd Ellis on lap 2 of 10. So
Reeves had a quick look back at Kev there, and I don't know quite what that was about, whether they had a slide going in there, thought he might have lost a handhold or something. It is possible for these drivers to feel what the passenger's doing, as Reeves has a little look there at Christie. Sometimes when the passenger either makes a mistake, loses a handhold or something, the driver can feel that through the bars and through the bike.
Yep. James, you've got to give credit to Sam and Adam Christie. They cut their teeth really 2 years ago on the World Championship. They are going really well here, ahead of the 8 times world champion.
Yeah.
He's an absolute class act, is Tim Reeves. Kevin Russo, having ridden with Benny Stroyer. and Sebastian Delanois prior to this. Here comes Todd Ellis out on the inside, having a look, right, left. Is there any way past here? Tim Reeves knows that he's got a very quick young talent behind him. Honda powered, the only Honda in the race. Todd Ellis, the CBR 600, beautifully put together. 2 Yamahas ahead of him. Look at someone Adam Christie.
Yeah, you would think that the Yamaha would have an advantage. It's a more modern engine, is the R6 engine, fairly stock in its tuning. You're not allowed to do much to them, just basically cam wheels. You can alter the cam timing a little bit, and you can put a thinner head gasket on, but that's it. So you would think the Yamaha would have a big advantage over the Honda. However, because they're towing a lot more weight to people, bigger chassis, etc. than a Solo, the Honda's torque kind of makes up for its lack of top end. So they're going well on that thing.
And those Hondas beautifully put together. And Gary Bryan very much involved, Todd Ellis' stepfather, in the preparation of the machine. But he does not build the engines. The engines are built for him, and what a job that man does. Look at Tim Reeves then, looking right and left. Sam and Christie, I'm mightily impressed with them. Tim desperate to get past.
He knows he's got it, very desperate.
And that was a very big touch there. And Todd Ellis went through as well. But Tim meant business there. The door wasn't really open, but he went for it.
Yeah, one of the things that is possible on the sidecars compared to solos, you can rub a bit of paint reasonably safe. I'm not sure whether you would consider that as safe as what Tim Reeves expected. Here we go.
Let's have a look. Talk us through it.
Well, he's gone round the outside at Corums. He's got the inside and did try and leave a little bit of room to the Christies by running his sidecar wheel right over the curb there at the chicane.
So now the battle at the front is between Tim Reeves and Kevin Rousseau and Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson. Honda in second place versus the Yamaha, the leading Yamaha of Tim Reeves. And this is a repeat performance of yesterday's race, James. And Todd Ellis did make it past. Tim Reeves frightened him, I have to say, by coming up behind him again. And Todd Ellis spun it and rolled it.
Yeah, you see the knee slider, but it's fastened to the backside, the left bum cheek there of Kevin Rousseau, because it obviously scrapes on the floor on the left-handers when he's trying to stop that sidecar wheel coming right up in the air, therefore give the driver what he needs to get around the corner. He's got to hang as much as his weight of his weight as possible out of the left-hand side of that outfit. Therefore he scrapes on the floor a bit. Therefore the knee slider on your bum is a really good idea.
Well, we haven't exactly ignored Steve Kershaw and Ryan Charwood or Ricky Stevens and Johnny Allen, but they're having a battle royal as Kershaw fights his way up. Into 6th place he is at the moment from way down the order. John Holden, Jake Lowther now behind him ahead of the Birchells. But Ricky Stevens and Johnny Allen having a great ride here, having made the podium yesterday in the opening race here and enhancing their championship challenge significantly because they didn't do the opening round at Cadwell Park, but they are here. This the battle over the lead, and you can see Lewis Blackstock and Paddy Rosney. We've got 6 outfits now pretty much here on a mission.
Yeah, Kershaw and Charles were really pushing on around Corums there. Kershaw lost the rear. It went and it gripped. These things have a lot of grip laterally because they've got a lot of tyre on the floor. There's so much centrifugal force for the driver. The driver can't move, but the passenger can, and you would not believe. Well, you would because you've done this. But the amount of stress and the amount of strength you need to hang on as a passenger is incredible. I've had a few laps on a World Championship running outfit when I was still racing and still fit and a lot stronger than I am now, and I struggled to hang on.
Oh, because you use different muscles. You use different muscles, different technique.
And that's the thing. And I said that to the passenger. He says, yeah, but if you get it right, you can use the movement of the sidecar to your advantage. It moves underneath you, but you've got to hang on at the right times, not the wrong times.
That's the flowing rhythm.
That's it, yeah.
The flowing rhythm that everybody dreams of.
Yeah, well, I didn't have it.
No, neither did I a lot of the time, I can tell you. But now we've still got this battle at the front as Todd Ellis got what it takes to wind it again. That look over the shoulder, time and time again, we see Tim Reeves glancing over the shoulder, 0.4 seconds the gap when they went over the line last time.
One of the things that Reeves is looking for is the other sidecar outfit. It's like you would in a solo. You want to know how much lead you've got, where the people are behind you and around you. But actually, he's also taking a glance at his passenger, because if he doesn't look round, he cannot see the passenger. You'll see from that shot there that the passenger is probably a couple of foot behind the driver. He's out of his peripheral vision, so unless you look round, you can't even see if the passenger is still there.
Kershaw.
That's it.
Steve Kershaw, Ryan Charlwood out of it.
I was just about to say that these things are under a lot more stress than engine-wise than they are in a solo, because they're shifting a lot more weight, and these things have more grip in a corner, so they're faster around the corners, which means that the engines are revving harder for longer.
Well, Steve Kershaw, Ryan Charlwood then are out of it, the number 29 outfit, and that is a real shame for them.
Todd Ellis definitely isn't out of it. I tell you, we're having a quick look up the inside into riches of Reeves. Oh, he's having another look. This will work, will it? Can he stop it? Can he stop it? He's got it stopped. It's brilliant.
Now, what can Tim do?
Nothing.
Tim Reeves
He's a left-hander
Kevin
next.
Rousseau, left-hander now. Timmy Reeves then behind Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson. This is a repeat performance of yesterday. Now, what Todd Ellis has to do is not allow himself to get pushed into any mistakes or flustered by the artist who's behind him. Let's face it.
And multiple world champ. You can't get anybody better to race against. But do you think he's gone too early? Do you think he thinks he has the pace to go?
Well, I think he does.
Well, I don't think he's going to get away myself. I think he may have just gone and shown his hand a bit early there. We'll see.
Well, Todd Ellis is a very fast youngster. Tim Reeves very experienced, and Tim will always, in my experience, keep a little bit in his back pocket, you know. And maybe you're right, but it is on lap 7 of 10, so we've got a full 2 to do at the conclusion of this one. And Todd Ellis now has got to get his head down and open up the gap.
He's trying, and I think that's what he thinks he can do, because you wouldn't make the pass at this stage in the race, Barry.
If you didn't think you could
didn't think you could, because why would you? He's going to show every one of his moves now to the most experienced and successful man on the track.
Almost on the planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, just such a class act. And yesterday morning, Tim Reeves committed to this championship by enrolling for the series, which means that the World Championship, which is now no more because it was cancelled last week, this is the place to be. Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson ahead of Tim Reeves and Kevin Rousseau as they go over the line this time.
Yeah, these things are about as claustrophobic as what they look. The passenger obviously can move around. He hasn't got a really big platform to work with. He's got a couple of handles, 2 on the left-hand side, 2 on the right. However, the driver cannot move at all.
Tim Reeves then, Kevin Rousseau right behind race leaders Todd Ellis and welcome to British Superbike viewers here to Snetterton. How good is that?
Back at the front.
Todd Ellis, Chaz Richardson then now leading from Tim Reeves, having gone ahead on lap 7 and looking as though they might be pulling away. Co-commentator here, James Whitton, with all his vast experience, said, have they gone too early? Well, we are not looking as though they might have done. There's a bit of a gap opening up, but can they sustain it?
Well, the lap times have dropped a little bit now, so I think Ellis and Richardson, or Ellis, decided that he did have a bit more pace. But I do think he's going to drag Tim Reeves with him, and I do think that Tim Reeves is going to have a go later in the race. Saying that, there's not a lot of race left. We're on lap 8 of 10.
Lap and a half. Tim Reeves now is climbing all over the back again. He has definitely closed that margin down. It was half a second over the line last time.
It's not now.
It's not now. The Christ is still in third. They're on for a podium. Stevens and Johnny Allen looking a very clean fourth, I have to say, ahead of Lewis Blackstock and Paddy Rosney. Well, with Kershaw's retirement, this is going to be very interesting in the table when we finish the end of this and summarise the standings.
Yeah, in terms of flat-out speed, there should be a lot in this. No, and that's it. The bikes, even with the benefit of a slipstream, Reeves could do nothing there.
That was a similar move that Tim made to yesterday, where he had a look at the inside.
Yeah, but look, it's cost him time, Barry.
It has indeed, yeah. And that, I won't say it scared Todd Ellis, but Todd Ellis went a little bit wide on the loose stuff and spun it. It was almost a deja vu, but this is looking pretty good now on the penultimate lap.
I don't think Tim Reeves will have given up.
No, I don't think he can spell that, you know.
I think you're right.
He never ever gives up. Looking back across the track to see
exactly.
See where
you see that.
was.
Yeah.
How big is the cushion? John Holden, Jake Lowther, number 3. Ben and Tom Birchall, 16. And there, Tommy Philp and Tom Bryant.
Yeah, the Birchall boys there in outfit 16, the white and red one, not on as competitive bike. That's their TT bike, completely different set of regs, although they've got a bit more power, they've got a different chassis that isn't as quick on the short circuit, so they're going probably faster than anybody else could on that bike. Remember, multiple TT winners.
6th place, not too shabby, is it?
Yeah, not at all, not at all.
Not too shabby. What if Tommy Philp can find his way past, then he'll be excited. '52, Tommy Philp there behind the Birchalls. How good will he be feeling? You know, virtually his rookie season, just at a couple of races last year. But this is the new kid on the block, Tommy Philp, and he's showing the nose of his fairing to Ben and Tom Birchall.
Yep.
0.2 of a second, the gap over the line. Now, Tim Reeves alongside has gone in front again.
Outside line.
On the outside line, so what can Todd Ellis do this time? We're on the final lap.
Yeah, look, Reeves,
is there anything left?
Reeves defends. That might push him wide on the exit. Might. No, too wily for that. That's what Ellis was expecting, look.
Todd Ellis right with him. How good is this battle for the lead? Utmost respect Todd Ellis has for the multiple world champion, and you have to say that Tim Reeves has got to have respect for this kid.
This is defensive riding. This, look.
He's keeping it close, but through goes Todd Ellis.
Oh, that's a big touch.
That's a big touch, but he's through. Todd Ellis is through. Todd Ellis and Tim Reeves neck and neck. Neck and neck. Is it left-hander coming up next?
It is.
What's Reeves doing? Todd Ellis on the inside, having a good look. They are side by side here now. Is Tim Reeves going to go in hot and leave a gap? Well, it looks like he is. He's gone through. Todd Ellis is on the inside. What a final lap this is. Paint getting shoved all over the place, but Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson are having the race of their lives against the multiple world champion. Can they fend him off? They fend him off?
They've got to straighten themselves now, get their head down, everything out the wind down that back straight. Oh, round the outside for Reeves again. He's gone quick though. Will he be able to get it stopped? Sidecar wheels up. He's sideways.
Look at that. It's amazing stuff from Tim Reeves. Amazing stuff from Todd Ellis and Chaz Richardson. Whatever the outcome of this, it has been a race to behold on the last couple of laps. Tim Reeves and Kevin Rousseau having the most amazing ride here. It's coming down to the chicane for the last time. No way will he leave enough of a gap for young Todd Ellis to make his way past there. Ellis then trailing Tim Reeves up, along and to the checkered flag. What a terrific victory for Tim Reeves and Kevin Rousseau. Look at that. They know they have had a race.
Yeah, that was a belter, and they both know it, don't they?
Stevens and Allen were not too far here. Here comes Tommy Philp. Tommy Philp behind the Birchalls and Holden. Are they going to be able to do anything here? Well, it's a great 5th place for John Holden, Jake Lowther, 6th for the Birchalls, 7th for Philp and Bryant. Great racing, James. Thank you for that. Not your specialist subject, but you did well. Thank you.
Oh, cheers. What's happened here? Somebody's lost a passenger, I think.
Is that... Oh, that's Andy Peach and Ken Edwards.
Yeah. He's all right.
Oh, he's all right.
Well, we've seen him walking off, haven't we?
Ken Edwards.
I wasn't being flippant there about it.
Andy Peach lost Ken Edwards at the chicane on the last time. Tim Reeves absolutely delighted with that because he knew it was a fantastic battle. Wow. Jubilation. Double victory here for Tim Reeves and Kevin Russo. That will move them into a 50-point position. Whew, dear me. I need to have a lie down, I think. Here we go then, confirmation of that. Reeves, Russo, Ellis, Stevens, Christie, Holden. Look at that, all the way down the field. Terrific scraps. Bit further down, Biggs, Bell, and Kirk and Smithies. Breathless stuff or what?